Celebrating 10 years of award-winning car talk, this is the In Wheel Time Car Show, your weekly go-to all things automotive place. We are live today from the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In here at the Lupe Tortilla Tex-Mex on 59, the Southwest Freeway, inside the loop. Take the Shepherd exit, coming or going. We're between Shepherd and Kirby. We hope that you'll come out. Coming up, we'll have This Week in Auto History, get you updated on stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of This World Mars. We need more Jeff Dziekan.
We do.
And engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad that you could join us on this Saturday. And I want to remind everybody that the weatherman here in the Houston, Texas area said, oh my God, there's a 30% chance of rain today. Well, you didn't listen to the whole thing. 30% this afternoon.
This afternoon, yeah.
Yeah. So we have actually right over there is crystal clear blue skies.
Certainly is.
Few wafty clouds over here. Nothing. Come on down.
Is that a spaceship out there I see?
That's it.
Okay.
So at any rate, we'd love to see you out here at the Lupe Tortilla Tex-Mex on the Southwest Freeway. 5969 here in Houston, Texas.
Yep.
Are you there?
I tell you, and you got it like you were talking about earlier. I almost took the Kirby exit this morning. I was brain dead coming in, and
just this morning.
Well, just this morning to take the Kirby exit, which would have been one exit too many. But we did manage to slip off on Shepherd. Fortunately, we were only in the middle lane, so we could exit from the middle lane easy enough. I see that done all the time here in Houston. Yeah, so figured we were okay.
Zing.
You know, it was just 3 lanes that we went across, so I think we were okay. And
well, that's okay because Jeff and I carpooled this morning because we had all of the equipment in the back of his car, and up ahead there is brake lights galore. I said, "Ooh, Jeff, exit here, exit." No. So 3 lanes of traffic. We go over there and exit.
So I dropped it down in a second, revved it up. We screamed across the lanes.
dropped the clutch and
hammered it down.
Friends, that did not happen.
No, it didn't. It was a good story, though.
He has a Cadillac SRX, and no, there was none of that. But at any rate, don't worry about traffic because clearly traffic is moving delay-free out here if you decide to make it out this way. If you're inside the loop and you got a custom, a classic, any of those things, we invite you to stop on by. If you want to be on the internet to a worldwide audience, come on down. We'll interview you.
Absolutely.
And if you want to say ugly words, that's fine too. Let me give you Mike's direct email
and phone number.
It's Mars at inwheeltime.com.
900.
That's right.
263.
Why don't we do the cruise-in calendar?
I've got that right here in front of me.
And while you do that, I'll take care of some other business over here.
Okay, so the cruising calendar, October 8th through October 11th. Write that down, Mike.
Okay.
The Audi Club Nationals in Austin, Keep It Weird, Texas. So that's happening.
And getting weirder as the day goes by
August
with all
8th to
those
11th. There you
Californians that are moving.
October 8th to 11th, I'm sorry. Now, October 9th, right in the middle of that, is the New Caney High School Auto Tech Car Show fundraiser. So this is from 4 to 8:30 p.m. at the NCHS. That would be the New Caney High School parking lot. $15 entry.
I thought it was the National Corvette Restorers Society.
No, that's 2 weeks from now.
Oh, okay.
$15 entry fee and custom-made trophies awarded. So go out there. It's for a good cause, a fundraiser for the school. Be there. Now, on Saturday, October 16th, from 9 to 3 is the Mustang Club of Houston Fall Open Car Show. It's at the Planet Ford on I-45. So good location, plenty of space. Get your Mustang out there. Join the club if you haven't. I'm sure that Randy Weldon will be out there. You think?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he will. Saturday, October 30th. Now, what's around the 30th in October? It's Halloween, right?
Halloween.
At 8 p.m., the 13th annual Halloween Car Show. How that fits right in there.
We've talked several years about going out there to do a remote from that museum.
Oh. Okay.
In that funeral, or what was it?
Funeral.
Hearst Museum, funeral museum, something. Anyway, they do it there at a museum. It's the Hearst Museum.
Well,
like funeral hearses.
I need to.
No, it's not just that. It's the funeral museum.
Funeral.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
But they've got all sorts of things in there, including all of the equipment to embalm bodies. And if you're into that sort of thing, I would encourage you to go there.
Didn't we
Yeah,
try?
but
we tried embalming ourselves with margaritas last night.
well, we did that, but we've never been able to do it because we didn't have the technical ability. But I think we've proved this morning that we could do that.
Well, I think I need to do a Hearst pre-owned car review that day.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do that. Anyways, getting back to it, 13th annual Halloween car show. It is free. It's at 415 Barron Springs Drive in Houston. So go on out. It's on the 30th.
It's right off of I-45 and
Right.
Airtex.
Right, it is. So put that down on your calendar. So everybody out there, you've got 4 things to go and turn out for and enjoy these events.
I got one I want to add.
Sure.
I talked to him last night. Remember we talked to the Lone Star Street Rod Association a few weeks ago? So we talked to them, and they were interested in us coming up to Granbury next year for their statewide event.
Oh.
And they called me again last night, and it looks like they've pretty well got it lined up to where we can do that.
Wonderful.
So that would be next June 10th through 12th, the Lone Star Street Rod Association annual state-run event.
I will have my my own dressing room.
Well, you may have to share a dressing room,
Okay.
but we'll put your name on the door.
Okay.
He's sharing the dressing room with you, Mars.
Oh, boy. Hey, and what is
Please
next?
keep your pants on.
What is, speaking of calendars, what is next week that we're doing?
Next week we are going next week we're going to Woody's Waterfront Car Show down in San Leon at the Topwater Grill out there on the water.
Perfect. Yep.
And he's got a lot of things he's adding in this year. Live music.
Perfect.
He's also got some.
I hope he's not putting them under the palapa out there
No.
where we are.
He's got a bandstand. We should be at the other end of the event from them. He's also got some big cigar boats, cigarette boats, whatever you call
cigar boats. I thought, where is he going to go with the cigars?
I don't know.
Well,
is Bill Clinton?
I know.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, I know what you could do with those cigars, Mars, which you've probably done before.
And but he's expecting somewhere around 300 cars to show up.
That's what I heard too. Yeah.
Well, not anymore after the cigar comment.
And he's also got some. If you want some nice pictures of your car out there along Galveston Bay, great place to take them. But he's also got a few models coming out to pose with
models?
the vehicles. Yes.
What, like 18-year-olds?
It's some modeling agency because I told him about some of the models that showed up at one of the events I used to go to until my wife went to it, and that the
Are you sure you want to go with this story? We're moving on.
Anyway, he said it wasn't those kind of models, so that it's still going to be a very family event.
Becky? Yeah, good morning. Listen, I just wanted you to know that Mars is going to be looking at young teenage girls that are going to be down at the Waterfront Grill next weekend. Oh, you're coming. Okay, great.
Great.
Mars, it's been nice knowing you, buddy.
Okay, and that wraps up the calendar.
Well, that was the longest calendar that I've ever seen.
There you go.
Well, it's for the whole year.
There you go.
Is it the whole year?
Well, into next
it's
year,
through
we're going
October.
to Granbury, LSSR.
It's through October.
Are we in trouble? We are in trouble, aren't we?
Morning.
Okay, well, I just, we
just checking. Just checking.
Yeah, we're just checking on you. All right, well, let's do, there was another thing that I wanted to do.
Well, we've got
This Week in Auto History.
Yeah, let me. I've got that pulled up. I do.
Okay.
And we'll let Mike handle that.
Mike is going to handle. Oh, I see.
No. I'm gonna.
He's going to. You're going to. Oh Lord! Don't
There you
let him
go.
switch. Don't let him switch
Yeah,
this.
Too
He's gonna
late.
switch it.
Oh, you
Too
already
late.
started it.
Yeah, that's all right. And there's two
No,
per.
it's not.
So
I can't get it to
this
stop.
week in auto history, 1960, the OPEC was founded at the Baghdad Conference of 1960, established by 5 core members: Iran,
Including I Dream a Genie.
Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela. The organization grew considerably after its creation, adding 8 other members and developing into one of the most influential groups in the world. The first real indication of OPEC's power came in 1973 oil embargo. Who doesn't remember that? During which long lines of soaring gas prices quickly convinced Americans to reach of the OPEC's influence.
What year was that?
The 1960.
No. What year was the
oil
oil embargo?
1973.
Thank you.
Yes. 1965. My Mother the Car, one of the most shortest running television shows in history.
Did you ever watch
yes,
that?
I watched it. I liked that show. I liked it.
God, it was terrible.
Well, I was young, and it just fascinated me that a car talked. And first, About a Car premiered. The show featured Ann Southern as a reincarnation of the main character's mother in the form of a classic 1928 Porter automobile. Apparently, the idea of automobile reincarnation didn't appeal to the public, and the series was canceled a few weeks after it debuted. You know who was the star? One of the stars?
Not Jack.
Jerry Van Dyke.
Jerry Van Dyke.
1977, General Motors, we all know GM, introduced the first diesel automobiles in America on this day. The Oldsmobile 88, well, go figure. Konrad sent this to me.
I had one of those.
Oldsmobile 88 and 98 models.
You would have an Oldsmobile 88. Did you really?
With the diesel.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
He did. A major selling point of the two models was their fuel efficiency. The continuous mechanical and fuel injection problems soured USA's opinion of automotive diesels for decades. The diesel-specific hood ornament was well known by record drivers looking at it in the rearview mirror. Laugh out loud. Thank you, Konrad. 1988, Ford and Nissan announced plans to design and build a new minivan. Listen up there, Mr. Ainsley. Mercury Villager and Nissan Quest together. The announcement came during the heyday when Dodge Caravans dotted the highways and station wagons became a thing of the past. That's sad. Instantly popular, the spacious...
You can slow down. We've got time.
Yeah. Spacious minivan replaced the station wagon, putting country squires to shame. Oh, country squires. I miss them. But the rise of the
That would be the family truckster.
Yes. Where you sit backwards in the back and you look at where you've been. That's
right.
awesome.
Yeah. And you had that little 9-year-old boy that's shooting the finger at all the people behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Then, Dad and all the other family next door coming up honking the horn and
woohoo.
Yeah.
Doing other things. But the rise of the sport utility vehicle in the 2000s and the minivan faded. That's sad. A lot of sad news here. 2004, TV talk show host Oprah Winfrey gives a brand new Pontiac G6 sedans to everyone in her studio audience.
If there's a way to pop a microphone, you know how to do it.
I do it. I'm good at it. A total of 276 cars in all, Mike.
Wow.
Yelling, everybody gets a car. Everybody gets a car. Mayhem, crying, screaming, delirium, fainting broke out all around her. That happens a lot when we do the show. It was one media expert told a reporter, one of the greatest promotional stunts in history of television. The scandal wasn't far behind. For one thing, the gift wasn't really from Oprah at all. Pontiac had donated the cars, paying a hefty price out of its advertising budget because the company hoped that the giveaway would drum up some of the enthusiasm for the new G6 line. There you go. And that's it in automotive history.
The Pontiac G6. Ugh.
Yep.
What a boring... all I can think of is the redo of the Pontiac GTO that came from Australia, and there was actually a Holden.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it had, at the time, a powerful V8 engine in it, but it was ugly as Grandma's doorknob.
Oh, boy.
Well, it's kind of like the Mustang Mach-E. When you sit there and say Pontiac GTO, there's a certain style that you expect, and it didn't look nothing like that. The only thing it did was haul donkey like the original ones did.
The Mach-E?
No, the GTO, whenever they came back with it, the Pontiac, the Holden. It ran really good.
It did, and it handled nice, and it rode nice, and had all the right things going for it, but it was ugly. And there was no styling. Give me some throwback to the GTO days.
Yeah, they should have just went ahead and called it what it was, a Holden.
I saw a Saturn Sky.
Are you saying Holden?
Holden.
Holden.
You got to get your East Texas accent on.
All I can think of is Hold'em, and then you could have a couple of cards on the for the emblem. Hold'em, Texas Hold'em.
Yeah. Or some handcuffs so you can hold them up.
Or the dead man's hand. Aces and eights.
Becky, he's talking about handcuffs now, and we're right next door to Twin Peaks. Just saying.
Oh boy, I lost my place.
Yeah, well, sounds like I'm losing. I may be losing mine.
I'm just going to say, he's losing his wife.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the phone's ringing now. As a matter of fact.
So Don.
Yes.
There is a request from our fans. They'd like to get an update on the Hurst shifter for the Corvette.
Oh. Well, we can do that.
Some point in time.
So, would you like to start, or would you want me to start?
No, it's your shifter.
It is my shifter.
Yeah, it's your shift. Go ahead.
All right. So let me tell you. So I did not like the way that the factory shifter was performing in my 2001 20-year-old Corvette.
Okay.
I have a 6-speed manual transmission in the car. One of the appealing factors of me buying the car was the 6-speed.
And there's not many
made. But that shifter in the car, I remember back in the 1977 Corvette that I actually ordered from the factory back then, the shifter in it sucked. It was a 4-speed manual transmission. So the very first thing I did was took that stamped steel shifter out of there and put a Hurst shifter in there. Well, that was 1977. Prices in 1977, I didn't realize, I guess are similar to what they are today on a scale that goes up and up and up over the years, right? So I went to Hurst, the shifter company.
Online?
Online.
Okay.
Come to find out that Hurst was purchased by Holley. Holley has a whole myriad of brands that they've bought over the years, and Hurst is one of them. So, at any rate, I go to the Hurst tab on the website, and I look up, 2001 Corvette for a shifter. And lo and behold, they happen to have one.
Oh, there it is.
And the price is, would you like to guess, Mars? A Hurst shifter for a Corvette. Now, understand that this is not a linkage kind of setup that you would have on a regular transmission that sat right behind the flywheel of the engine. It's not that kind of it's a transaxle, so the transmission is part of the axle in the rear of the car. Well, how do you connect that back there, which is, 6 feet away? Thereabouts.
Yeah.
Well,
4.5.
How do you connect that? You connect that with a cable. Okay. So the shifter itself is basically a straight piece of metal that goes through a holder on the tunnel where the drive shaft is and connects to this thing that is the end of the cable up here where I'm sitting.
It's like a pod.
Almost like a Volkswagen shifter.
Whatever.
Well, anyway, so it's Corvette and it's Hurst. So I'm going to say 300.
A little bit
higher.
A little bit higher.
Let's see. Corvette's got to be worth. Well, then the Corvette's got to be worth 300, and the Hurst has got to be worth another $500.
Ding, 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 ding.
$500.
Talk about remorse.
Oh my God, buyer's remorse. Well, I was passionate, and it was the heat of the moment.
But you know what? It's in there.
You've spent worse money in the heat of the moment.
Oh my God, yes, lots of money when it comes to cars, but we won't go there.
Oh yeah, that too.
So let's just kind of focus in on the Hurst shifter and not the '66 Corvair or any of that stuff.
But it went in smoothly, huh?
It didn't go in quite as we had planned.
Easy bolt-on installation. That's what you read in the instructions.
So we got the thing in there after taking off the top of the center console.
We did.
And then taking off the fascia of the center stack, which is the shroud around the radio and the air conditioning and all of it. You got to take all that.
To put a shifter in?
To put the shifter in.
Yeah, three screws that are 10-millimeter hex.
Whatever. Right. So we take all of that off. We get the shifter in there and put all the stuff back in. Well, we didn't quite get that far.
Almost there.
But we looked, and there is a couple of holes, one in particular, that the actual shift handle slips on the top of this shaft.
Right.
Okay? Those holes in this shaft are pointing the wrong way.
They're perpendicular to what it should be.
So we had to take all of that back home again out of the car, and now we have to take the shifter apart to turn it 90 degrees. So the holes line up with the actual handle.
So, and Hurst told you to do that?
No,
we found out.
After we'd put it all together.
We were buttoning it up.
Yeah. We're getting ready to put the handle on, and wait a minute, the holes don't line up. So we had to take it all apart. When we got it all buttoned up, did everything we were supposed to do, and it looks good, it looks like it works, does everything that was supposed to happen. There's twin flies here, probably from Twin Peaks.
Yeah, that's him.
At any rate, so we got it all buttoned up, and the electronics in the center console don't work. So we had to take it all apart again, and guess what? Now the cigarette lighter doesn't work. Up there with the ashtray, this car actually had an ashtray.
And a cigarette lighter.
Yeah, and so it's right up there in the front fascia, so now we got to take it all apart again.
But the point is, we worked on it. We did it right. We took our time. We did read the instructions. It didn't take that long. In and out, we had to disassemble a couple things. About 3 hours.
Yeah.
A little over 3 hours. And so
Heisman says he's sorry he asked.
We did it in my garage.
Would you like to know anything else?
Fans. We had all kinds of stuff going. It was very, very comfortable doing
Easy bolt-on installation.
Yeah,
I love it.
Well, there's nothing ever easy.
Kind of is.
Not when it comes to anything that Don Armstrong is involved with.
Corvette, for one thing.
Yeah, we had to take the entire console off all the way to the back, remove that. Not too many screws or anything. We didn't break anything. We took our time with it.
We still got to go back and do it all over again.
What kind of? The other question is, what kind of knob did you put on it?
It has a pistol grip shifter on it.
Pistol grip.
Which looks kind of like a gun handle, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well,
but
that's probably why they call it a
pistol grip.
But I have to tell you that it shifts really good.
Yeah, now all you got to do is get it connected.
It all works just fine.
And the next day, we did take it apart the next day because we put the new flat bushings and grommets in it. Don said he felt vibrations coming up. So what we did was...
No, it wasn't the vibrations. It was the noise.
The noise.
So you took all of the gear noise from the transaxle in the back and put it right into the knob, the handle up there. So every time it every time you shifted gears.
I wouldn't think the zzz would be too bad. It'd be the.
No, there was none of that. It was none of that. It was just the zing zing of the.
So the next day he came over. We pulled it back in the old garage shop there, and we put the old bushings back in.
And now we don't have that problem anymore. It's nice and smooth and quiet. But they warned us in the instruction. It's going to be noisy if you put these machined pieces.
Billet aluminum.
Yeah, billet aluminum. Ask us how we know that it was billet aluminum.
How do you know it was billet aluminum?
Because we dropped it down into the into the drive shaft tunnel.
Yeah.
And we tried to get the magnet that's on the antenna. And
we're not supposed to say that.
We're down there trying to get it to attach and going, oh no. It's aluminum, machined aluminum.
So I took the magnet that extends and I put some double-sided tape on it and we pulled it out that way.
We had to fish it out.
The multi-use magnet.
We didn't have to say that though.
Well, I know, but if we're gonna tell the truth here, we got to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
We've changed the names to protect the innocent.
Or protect the guilty.
Pretty much. So there is the very latest on the installation.
Well, there you go.
Of the Hurst $500 shifter.
We're not going to get any more business that way.
Yeah. Well, we're going to move on to bigger and better things.
Okay.
Candace wants to know when y'all are going to open your own shop.
So well, I'll tell you what.
So she'll know where not to go.
Where not to go.
If you have a C5, 6, or 7 Corvette, because we found out that all of them are the same.
Yeah.
That the Jeff and Don garage is open for shifter installation.
We actually made a pretty good team.
You could call it JD. juvenile delinquent shop.
Yeah, there you go.
Bingo.
Yep.
That's exactly what we
Mentally
should do.
defective.
So.
But we made a pretty good team, and we got it done. We know how to do it.
Yeah, it was fun. We didn't do any drinking or smoking or anything like that because we thought we don't need to be impaired because we're impaired enough to
We
begin
thought
with.
about it.
Let's wait until you get it to where you could drive it, then get impaired.
We thought about popping
Yeah,
a
no.
bottle open,
Yeah,
popping a top.
but we didn't do that, thank
No.
God. All right,
Social Security car shops.
there is that.
Oh, is that the commenting?
Yeah.
Is that Candace?
No, that was George.
Oh, boy.
One story I wanted to get in. Rivian Automotive Incorporated, the electric vehicle maker, backed by Amazon and Ford Motor Company, says it has now received full regulatory certifications and can start delivering its debut vehicle to U.S. customers. Rivian, based in Irvine, California, is seen as a front runner in the larger pool of startups seeking to catch up with Tesla. Rivian has raised more than $10 billion from investors, including Amazon, Ford, T. Rowe Price, and Fidelity. So if you're into the stock market, chances are your money is into this company.
They're very good at raising money.
Last month,
billions.
Bloomberg reported Rivian had filed confidentiality for an initial public offering and was seeking a valuation of around $80 billion. Rivian is planning to start deliveries of its second EV, an SUV called R1S, at an unspecified date in the fall. The launch of both models have been delayed multiple times due to the global coronavirus pandemic and associated supply chain disruptions. So there's that. All right. It's time now for a quick break, and we will be right back. You are on the In Wheel Time Car Show. Whether you own a newer car or want to keep your older one humming along for a while longer, think of Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevy, and Bayway Lincoln to keep things in tip-top shape. From oil changes to major repairs, you can depend on the highly skilled service pros at Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevrolet, and Bayway Lincoln to perform fast, efficient service to keep your investment running strong. For all your service needs, remember Bayway. Schedule your next appointment online anytime. Bayway, keeping it original. Tailpipes and Tacos, Houston's premier monthly cruise-in, returns Saturday, September 18th at the Southwest Freeway Kirby location of Lupe Tortilla Tex-Mex. Tailpipes and Tacos is free and you're invited. Collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods will all be on display. If you're a Katy cruiser, make it a road trip, meet new friends, and see some different cruisers at the Lupe Tortilla Tex-Mex restaurant inside the Loop on the Southwest Freeway near Kirby. This is Houston's hottest cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos, inside the Loop at the Lupe Tortilla on the Southwest Freeway in Kirby, where you'll see the In Wheel Time Car Show. Get your ride ready and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in, September 18th, 8 to 11 a.m., weather permitting. The next Katy Tailpipes and Tacos will be announced soon. We hope to see you next weekend at the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In at the Lupe Tortilla Tex-Mex on the Southwest Freeway at Kirby. Be there. And I did want to mention the fact that we have announced, and I forgot to load in the commercial today, but there will be Tailpipes and Tacos out at the Katy location, and I believe, if memory serves me correctly, it's October the 16th, but we're going to be there for that. So just keep that in mind, and we'll hope to see you out back at Katy on the 16th. Gulf Coast Auto Shield has moved to a more convenient location. Now you can visit John Gray and his staff of dedicated professionals at their new shop on the South Sam Houston Parkway between Belford and Airport in Southwest Houston. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is the best at paint correction and ceramic coatings. Clear bras and custom wraps are specialties that only Gulf Coast Auto Shield installs with award-winning accuracy, and all their services come with a warranty. Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Porsche, and Ferrari owners depend on Gulf Coast Auto Shield for their specialty services, and you should too. The In Wheel Time Corvette and Cutlass have both been massaged by Gulf Coast Auto Shield, so isn't it time your vehicle visit their new shop in Southwest Houston? Call John Gray today at 832-930-5655 or visit online at gcautoshield.com. That's gcautoshield.com. Paint, coatings, wraps, and more at gcautoshield.com.